And
The episode begins with one of the dumbest but funniest arguments ever. Chandler and Ross arguing about who would win in a fight. Chandler thinks he can beat Ross easily, but everyone immediately sides with Ross because apparently he's the strongest one after Joey. Chandler's ego gets destroyed instantly, and Ross becomes way too confident about it. What starts as simple trash talk suddenly turns into an actual arm wrestling challenge right in Monica's apartment. But things get even crazier when Monica and Rachel start fighting too. And not a serious fight. They start flicking each other. Literal finger flicks. The argument becomes so childish that even the boys stop their own fight just to watch them. Monica tries to stop everything, but the apartment slowly turns into complete madness. That's what makes Friends so special. The smallest argument somehow becomes a full war within minutes. Then we move to another hilarious moment where Chandler accidentally reveals a huge secret. He tells Monica something he was never supposed to say, and suddenly everyone starts exposing each other's embarrassing pasts. Ross used to wear leg warmers in college. Monica couldn't tell time until she was 13. Chandler once entered a Vanilla Ice lookalike contest and actually won. And somehow Ross still managed to come forth and cry about it. Every secret gets worse and worse, and nobody is safe anymore. The group completely destroys each other with embarrassing stories. This is one of those classic Friends moments where the entire cast just keeps throwing jokes at each other nonstop. And honestly, the chemistry between these 6 characters is what makes scenes like this legendary. Then we get one of the funniest Joey and Ross moments ever. Ross accidentally proposes to Rachel because he picked up the wrong ring, and Joey gets angry because Ross never told him the truth properly. Ross feels guilty, so he tells Joey to hit him to make things even. At first, Joey refuses, but Ross keeps asking for it. "Hit me, Joey. Come on, hit me." And finally, Joey punches him directly in the face. But here's the funniest part. Ross ducks at the last second because of reflexes, so Joey ends up smashing his own hand instead. Ross gets hurt. Joey breaks his thumb, and somehow Joey still blames Ross for not standing still correctly. This scene is peak Friends comedy because it's so stupid, but somehow feels completely believable for these characters. Then the episode shifts into relationship drama. Phoebe is trying hard not to contact Mike after their breakup, but Monica acts like a strict police officer and literally takes away every possible way Phoebe could contact him. She takes her phone, her cell phone, even her purse. Phoebe becomes so desperate that she almost attacks Monica just to get her stuff back. The funniest thing about this scene is how serious Monica becomes. She acts like she's saving Phoebe's life while Phoebe acts like an addict, trying to survive one more day without calling Mike. Their friendship dynamic here is absolutely hilarious. And then comes another classic Ross and Rachel moment. Rachel starts listing all of Ross's flaws. She calls him whiny, obsessive, insecure, gutless, and says he uses too much hair gel. Ross tells her to continue because somehow hearing insults actually makes him feel better. Only Ross Geller could turn criticism into emotional therapy. Meanwhile, Chandler gets himself into another disaster after fooling around with one of Joey's sisters. Except there's one problem. He can't remember which sister it was. That instantly becomes a nightmare because Joey has multiple sisters, and Chandler is completely confused about all of them. Joey is furious, Rachel is shocked, and Chandler slowly realizes he may actually die tonight. The entire situation becomes even funnier when Joey's sister confronts him directly, and Chandler still can't identify her properly. Honestly, Chandler surviving this situation is a miracle. Then we get one of the most emotional and iconic moments in the entire series. Ross discovers that Chandler and Monica are secretly dating, and his reaction is priceless. At first, he's completely shocked, then angry, then confused, then emotional. He keeps repeating, "My best friend and my sister." David Schwimmer absolutely destroys this scene with his acting. Ross looks betrayed, heartbroken, and furious all at the same time. But underneath all the anger, you can tell he genuinely cares about both of them. And Chandler? He's terrified. The man looks like he's about to get executed, but eventually Ross realizes they're actually in love, and the anger slowly disappears. This moment became one of the biggest turning points in Friends history because Chandler and Monica officially stopped being just a secret couple, and fans absolutely loved it. Then the episode gives us another hilarious Joey storyline involving his acting career. Joey discovers that the writers on his soap opera are angry because he keeps changing his lines during scenes. Joey thinks he's improving the scripts, but the writers see it as disrespectful. And because of that, they literally kill his character. Drake Ramaray falls down an elevator shaft. The funniest part is Joey still thinks he can survive somehow because his character is supposedly someone's long-lost son. But no. The writers completely destroy him. And just like that, Joey's career disappears in the most dramatic soap opera way possible. We also get one of the funniest Monica moments when she goes shopping for a wedding dress. The moment the store opens, it becomes complete war. Women start pushing each other, screaming, running everywhere. Monica and another woman literally fight over the same dress like it's the last object left on Earth. Friends always exaggerated simple situations in the funniest possible way, and this shopping scene feels like pure survival mode. Then there's the unforgettable scene where Rachel convinces Phoebe that she looked amazing bald. At first, Rachel thinks she's just giving a harmless compliment, but Phoebe immediately decides to shave her head again, and when she actually does it, Rachel instantly regrets everything. That awkward silence afterward is absolutely hilarious. And finally, one of the funniest emotional moments happens when Joey pretends his fridge is broken just so everyone will help pay for a new one. He literally pushes Ross into the fridge to frame him for the damage. Ross gets angry. Chandler refuses to help, and Joey acts like Ross personally destroyed his entire life. The stupidity of this plan makes it even funnier because Joey genuinely believes it's a smart idea. That's why Friends remains one of the greatest sitcoms ever made. The show doesn't rely on huge action scenes or complicated stories. It turns simple situations into unforgettable comedy using perfect timing, incredible chemistry, and characters that feel real even when they're being completely ridiculous. Every character shines in this episode. Ross gives us emotional chaos. Chandler delivers nonstop sarcasm. Joey creates absolute stupidity. Monica becomes controlling. Rachel brings the drama. And Phoebe stays wonderfully insane. That combination is exactly why millions of